Okay, the next topic in this chapter is we are going to start with the features of democracy. We have started with a simple definition that democracy is a form of government in which the rulers are elected by the people. This raises many questions over there. Now, who are the rulers in this definition? uh, which officials must be elected for any government to be called democracy, which decisions may be taken by non-elected officials in the democracy. Yani, whom should we select as an officials or the rurals to form the government? Yeah, are there any non-officials also who runs the democracy? What kind of election constitute a democratic elections? Like, what is an election? Are there any norms? These norms are fulfilled. Are there norms related to the people in the country? What condition must be fulfilled for an election to be considered democratic? Yeah, there are certain rules for the election. Are they fulfilling all these rules? Then only you can say there are fair elections done. Who are the people who can elect the rulers or get elected as the ruler? Now, what are the criterias on which basis you can elect the rulers, or on what criterias people are allowed to give their votes and elect the rulers? Should this include every citizen on equal basis? Is there any bias thing there? It means some people are only allowed or their vote is only considered important, some people are not allowed, their vote is not considered important. What are these criteria? Can a democracy deny some citizen this right? Is it possible? Finally, what kind of form of government is democracy? Can elected rulers do whatever whatever in the democracy? That is really important. The person who has been elected to run the government, maybe if they are elected by the people, do they have extreme powers? They can do whatever they want as per their wish, as per their desire, as per their thinking? Or must a democratic government functions with some limitation? Do they have some limitations so that the decisions are not biased, they are for the people only? It is necessary for a democracy to respect some rights of the citizen. Let us consider each of this question with the help of some examples. Major decision by elected leaders. In Pakistan, General Pervez Musharraf led a military coup in October 1999. He overthrew a democratic government. He was the chief of army. He overthrew a democratically elected government and declared himself the chief executive of the country. See, this is the new term. Normally, we know president or prime minister are the person leading in a democratic country. So, already he has overthrown, he has not come through the election. So, what he gave a special term, that is the chief executive of the country. Yeah, for himself to take the charge of the country. Later, he changed his designation to the president, and in 2002 held a referendum in the country that granted him a 5-year extension. So around after 2 years he held a referendum, means उसने अपने आप ही एक रूल पास कर दिया जिसमें वो पाकिस्तान का प्रेसिडेंट बन गया, और उसने 5 इयर्स का एक्सटेंशन ले लिया. मतलब 2002 से अगले 5 साल तक वही प्रेसिडेंट रहेगा. ओके. Pakistani media, human rights organizations and democratic activists said that the referendum was based on was based on माल प्रैक्टिसेस, मीन्स अनफेयर मीन्स. उसने अपनी ज़रूरतों के हिसाब से अपने आप को ज़्यादा पावर देने के लिए, मोर टू गेन मोर कंट्रोल, या ही हैज़ टेकन pass the referendum as per his own wish and desire. In August 2002, he issued a legal framework order. That is again a new term, a legal framework order that amended means changes kiye the constitution of Pakistan. A single person who is having a power made the changes in the constitution which is not good for the country. According to this order, the president can dismiss the national or provisional assembly. So he has the right to either to assemblies, means lower house, upper house, like we have Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha, only a single, which is not possible. The assemblies can be dismissed with the voting only. If maximum people want it to dissolve, then only it is possible. But he took that power. उसने अपने आप वो चेंजेस कर लिए कि आई हैव द राइट ओनली प्रेसिडेंट. द वर्क ऑफ द सिविल कैबिनेट इज सुपरवाइज्ड बाय द नेशनल सिक्योरिटी काउंसिल विच इज डोमिनेटेड बाय मिलिट्री ऑफिसर्स. So there is no freedom for the people, those who were elected in the process of elections, जो earlier उसने करवाए थे to become the president. Yes, people have elected, but these elected people don't have any right to take any sort of decision. The final authority was with General Pervez Musharraf only, or with the army military officers. After passing this law, elections were held to the national and state assembly. So Pakistan has had election. Elected representative have some powers, but the final power rests with the military officers and the General Pervez Musharraf. See this, we can see this is a democracy. Elections were done, but are they really fair? Clearly, there are many reasons why Pakistan under General Pervez should not be called a democracy, but let us focus on one of these. Can we say that the rulers are elected by the people in Pakistan? No, not quite. People may have elected their representative to the National and Provisional Assembly, but these elected representatives are not the really rulers. They cannot take the final decision. The power to take final decision rests with the army officials and the General Pervez Musharraf, and none of them are elected by the people. See, the General Pervez Musharraf was not elected by the people. He overthrew the existing government and took the charge. This happened in many dictatorship or monarchies. They formally have an elected parliament and government, but the real power is with those who are not elected. So this is important to understand. See, they have a form of democracy, parliament, they have constitution, everything, but the final power rests with the people, those who are not elected at all. In the last chapter we read about, leave that. Here the real power was with some external powers and not with the locally elected representative. This cannot be called the people's rule. This gives us the first feature, that is, in a democracy, the final decision making power must rest with those who are elected by the people. Yes, so when you elect a people, the power should be with the people only. Those who are elected, they have the power to take the decision, not somebody else working behind from the force. Yeah, in this case, General Pervez Musharraf